Hi, everybody. Last night I was on Ken Heron's Thursday Night Live. It was nice of him to have me on. He wanted to know a little bit about my past history, and so I will pass that on to you now on my channel. Hope you enjoy it. It was fun being on with Ken, and hope to do it again sometime. Thanks a lot, Ken.
Welcome to Thursday Night Live! Woo! Thank you. There he is, ladies and gentlemen! It's Stan Cook.
I'm here.
Hey, welcome to the show. Thanks for taking time to talk with us. You have an amazing story. Let me say first off that I'm so glad that you're here with us.
Well, yeah, I'm glad to be here too, because I never would have found that spark last year and got my Mavic Pro Platinum now.
I'm sure that's what the doctors were thinking when they're digging out the bullets of your body. They're thinking, we got to save this guy because he's got to buy a Spark 20 years in the future.
Yeah, that's exactly right. And of course, in those days, you know, if you saw the reenactment we did, that was
yes,
not high tech, but it was for those days.
Right. Now, just very quickly, give just a quick Well, I'll do it, and then we can go into detail after I show the reenactment. Which, and I think it's weird that they put you in the reenactment. They didn't hire an actor. It's actually him reenacting his own.
Well, who else?
Is it really?
Yeah.
Who else knew better how to do it?
I guess so. I mean, if I had to do it.
The funny thing is that after all that, before we did the video, they had to send me to stunt school for a day.
How long after you had recovered? How long after the shooting did you do the reenactment?
Let's see. The shooting was August 31st, 1994, and I was out for 4.5 months. So it was, I guess it was like close to spring in '95 or toward the end of winter.
You still had stitches, possibly.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I was
doing follow-up visits.
Wow.
Doing those videos is interesting because you got squibs, you know. Well, you'll see in where the bullets blow out, that squibs going out.
Okay, I got to play this. This is amazing. Now you were a motorcycle cop in Honolulu, Hawaii.
Yes.
And you are pulling over this guy for
he had a phony license.
Phony license.
Real obvious, you know. Yeah, it was a license that hadn't been used in a couple of years. So.
Okay, so I'm going to play this reenactment from that point in all its 1994 VGA glory.
And by the way, the guy in the car is also a friend of my motorcycle police officer from Honolulu, has been in films and so forth, and he passed away a couple of years ago from cancer. But just so you know,
sorry. Okay,
Chad Tang is his name. Hell of a guy.
Okay, so you're both police officers turned actors in this. Check this out. This is truly incredible.
Ione John Sinapati, high on crystal methamphetamine, was traveling in his car with a loaded AK-47 assault rifle and over $5,000 of crystal methamphetamine.
Come on, come around the corner.
What Officer Cook didn't know was that Ione John Sinapati had recently been fired from his job, divorced from his wife, and living on the beach. He was also extremely dangerous.
Hi there. Need to see your driver's license, registration, no-fault insurance, or whatever part of that you have.
After checking with dispatch, Officer Cook found out that Ione Sinapati did in fact have a valid Hawaii driver's license. He then went to the rear of the vehicle to see how the fraud plate had been modified.
Okay, so you're going to need to sign a citation book. Oh, but I can see what's underneath the jacket.
Oh, that's nothing, officer.
Don't touch the gun! Don't touch the gun!
Officer, not loaded!
$1920, shots fired, officer down!
Wow. Wow, Stan. That
And
is
by the way, that's the name of the book.
Officer Down,
19
Shots Fired.
1920 Shots Fired, Officer Down. Available on Amazon.
Oh my goodness. Is that an accurate number of rounds fired?
Yeah, he fired 20. I fired 18, hit him 15 times.
Needless to
With
say.
a reload.
Yeah, with a reload.
Well, I had to reload because the first 16 didn't work that well.
Oh man.
The problem here is the guy was high on crystal meth, and you know, it was one of those things that he didn't know he was already fatally injured. He took 3 shots right to the head.
Wow. And here is your actual. This is actual recording of your right after you'd been hit to dispatch. What was going through your mind then? You must have thought that was it.
No. You fight too hard now.
Yeah.
If I had thought that was it, then I wouldn't even come out of the shooting. I just have to credit the Honolulu Police Department and the training we go through, because the training automatically kicks in. And after I made my call, then I said, okay, I took my gun and put it underneath the motorcycle because there were people running. I don't want anybody to pick up a gun and hurt themselves.
Right. No, I just have to say, man, you really. You see police all the time. You really don't, maybe you get pulled over by a cop, like me, I got a speeding ticket. But, you never know as a police officer who's going to do what and what's going to happen. You could just jump off like that at any time.
Yeah, you don't know. This guy was a high school football star, had a good job, had a great wife, and crystal meth kicked in, and we wound up living in his car. And that's what drugs can do for you,
Yeah, it's a valuable lesson for the rest of us. Now, I have a few pictures here. These are actual pictures. I'll warn everybody. They're not terribly graphic, but that video was
not the morgue.
No, not the morgue picture.
Oh,
no,
okay.
I wouldn't do that. Absolutely not. I don't want to get flagged by YouTube for anything. But no, this first picture and this was taken by a bystander. This one here.
Actually, it was a nurse.
Okay.
That's the first. That picture there is taken about within 10, 15 seconds after the shooting stopped.
Yeah, you still have your hand on calling it in.
Yeah.
Dang.
And this is the weapon that he shot you with.
Yeah, it's the AK-47. Fortunately, it was a 223 round. It wasn't the big one, but still.
5.56.
Well, I mean,
5.56. But one of the things that saved me, though, actually, I shot first. I shot through the back window and it blew his spine out right away, so he couldn't, or otherwise he would have climbed out the window and have been all over it. So he couldn't get out of the car, so he had to just hold the gun behind him. The stock was folded up and he's just holding it by the handle, and he was shooting. There were shots all over the neighborhood. People's homes got holes in them, so for that part I was lucky.
Yeah, and everybody else too, there was no collateral damage. Clearly nobody else was hurt. That's really amazing, and thank you for being a member of our drone community and for being awesome and for sharing your story. This is the kind of thing. This is the stuff I want to find. This is history. This is real stuff. And I'm sure out of the 55,000 subscribers that I have now, there's other interesting stories out there. So if you have an interesting story, you want to be featured.
I've got 187 subscribers.
Yeah, no kidding.
And I've been on YouTube before Google bought it.
Yeah.
And when I first started, you could do about, I think it was a 15 or 20-second video, and that's it, with no links, nothing.
I remember that.
Interesting.
I remember that. But if you're out there and you have an interesting story, please share it with me. KenHeronUpload@gmail.com. We'll do another viewer feature, and just put in the subject line, "I'm interesting" or something to get my attention. Ken Heron Upload.
How do you like my studio behind me?
Oh, that's really good. Let me make it bigger here. I'm gonna show everybody your studio. That's really cool.
Wow.
Now, what software you got back there to edit with?
I mean, I'm gonna test the mic. Testing one. No, yeah, that's just a green screen. I finally figured out how to use green screen on Skype.
I know. Well, you got a multi-million-dollar studio back there. You fooled everybody.
You
Awesome.
see my YouTube drone shots up there?
I see all that, man. Awesome.
That's fun.
Stan, I have a link to you in the your channel in the description, and link to the webpage that was set up to tell more about that incident.
Maybe eventually YouTube will monetize me again.
Who knows? But thank you so much for supporting the channel.
Thank you,
and
Ken.
for making
it's been
time.
Great talking to you, and I'm glad to be a member of your group too. Thank you.
Absolutely. Thank you, Stan. Appreciate it.
Hey, Chris.
Okay,
Chris.
see ya.
Thank you so much.
Bye.
So anyway, that's my backstory. Back when I was a police officer in Honolulu, lived there 43 years, 22 years retired military also. Anyway, hope you enjoyed that little bit. Thanks again to Ken for having me on, and thank you for watching.